What's up, guys? I'm Zestrin, and I just felt like you guys should get to know me a little better. So I'm making this video just to tell you a few things about myself. Start off with one thing. My name is Phil, and I'm from New York. Favorite type of music is like heavy metal, hard rock, stuff like that. I like bands like Slipknot, Metallica, Slayer, Stone Sour, Guns N' Roses. You know, all sorts of bands. I like everything, like even like the Beatles and old school stuff. Favorite genres of video games. I mean, if you watch my top five, you know I like action adventure and RPG type stuff. But I do like fighting games. I like first person shooters. Racing games, not so much unless it's like a kart racer, like Mario Kart, of some sort. Like any like racing simulator, like what's it called? Gran Turismo. That's no, that doesn't appeal to me at all. I really like all sorts of video games. I'll play a bunch of stuff. I'm currently 21 years old. I'll be 22 in January. I know I'm old. I mentioned in my my first video about how like my channel's gonna be mostly gaming focused, but there's other things I like. Then I said like movies and TV and stuff. I like in terms of like movies and TVs. I really like comic book stuff. I'm not a big comic book reader, but I watch like the shows and movies and stuff. Like I'm really into Flash and Arrow. I love those shows. I like all the Marvel movies. They're all great. I'm really excited for Batman v Superman next year and all that stuff. I also really like Star Wars. Like I'm so excited for Episode 7. I'm probably going to go see it opening weekend if I can. I also kind of like anime and like a little bit. Like I like Dragon Ball Z a lot, but that's the only one I'm really into. Like I want to get into other ones, but like my problem is I don't like watching, like if it's an anime but it's in Japanese but English subbed, I'm not going to watch it because I just don't want to sit there and have to read what they're saying. I don't care what people say, like some people prefer it that way, but I don't at all. Like I want to watch it and just hear it in English. The same thing with like video games. Like some people like they'll put Japanese voice acting on and just read the subtitles. I'm like, that's weird. That's also a problem I have with Legend of Zelda is how everything's in text. I'm not saying Link has to talk, but all the other characters like they kind of should because I'm tired of sitting there reading everything. As you can probably tell by that, I'm not a big fan of of reading. I have read a little bit here and there, but I think I'm dyslexic, so it's kind of hard for me to like read things. I'm also really bad at spelling. I do like tattoos. I actually have two. I have one here on my wrist. You can see that, yeah. And I have one on my leg. I would show you, but I don't feel like standing up. I want more. There's a lot of money, and it's like, it's like you really got to think about what you want because it's gonna be in your body permanently. Back to comic book stuff. I really like Batman. Batman is like my favorite comic book character. He's badass as all hell. No, he's just cool. I like all the stories and all that stuff. I also like all sorts of comic book characters like Spider-Man, Iron Man, like most of the Avengers. Like Wolverine is badass. Deadpool, I love Deadpool. I can't wait for that movie, and I really hope it's going to be good. It looks like it's going to be good because they actually managed to make it Deadpool, and it's going to be rated R, so that's going to be awesome. One superhero I really actually don't like is Superman. I think he's really freaking lame, and I don't care. I don't like him. And that's all I have to say about that. Other video game series that I'm really into that weren't on my top 5. I'm a big fan of Borderlands. I've only really played the first one, but I want to play 2. I do have a PS4, and so I want to get the Handsome Jack collection, but I just never got around to it. I also like Mario and stuff. I'm not as big as fans like old school 2D Mario. I do like them though. I'm just not very good at them. That's my problem. I do like the 3D ones like 64, Sunshine, the Galaxies. I'm also a really fan of the other Mario games like Mario Kart, Paper Mario I really like. And the sports games, some of them are good, some of them are alright. Mario Party, back in the day maybe. Mario Party, I only played I think I played Mario Party 2 and 3 on the N64. And then I didn't play 1 until 10 when that came out, and it wasn't that good. Prince of Persia, I played a lot of them. I like the God of War games. I think they're fun. I'm not very good at them. The furthest I ever got in one that wasn't on easy was God of War 3 Remastered, and I stuck in the final boss fight, so I'm pretty bad at those types of games. Same thing with like Dante's Inferno. Like I like that game too, and I've never been able to get. I've gotten like halfway through it in medium, but it's just like I'm not very good at them. But they're still fun to play. Like easy's fine for me. I did say before I like Batman, so like the Arkham games, of course, I really like those. Those are really fun. I'm also a pretty big fan of Minecraft. I mean, I'm not like obsessed crazy with it like some people are, but like it's fun to sit down and relax. Like I'll throw on like a podcast or some music and I'll just go build something, or go mine something or whatever. So I'll start a new world from the beginning and just you know play around with it. It's fun. There's also like Mortal Kombat. I like. This is another game. I got decent at it. I mean, it's not a game that I would like try to claim that I'm good at, but like I can kick the ass of some people like friends or whatever. But usually I'm just at it. But like I'm like a big fan of like Nintendo. Like there's a lot of stuff I want them to bring back. Like I'm glad they're bringing back Star Fox. I mean, I was never a huge Star Fox fan. I think the first one I actually really played was Star Fox Adventures, and I know that game gets a lot of crap. But for what that game was, it was a really good game. I'm convinced that if that wasn't a Star Fox game, it wouldn't get the hate it does. But I have gone back and played like Star Fox 64, and that game's real fun. So the new one, looks cool. It kind of sucks they got delayed, but the game graphically was not too pretty, so I guess they're going to use this time to, polish it up, which Nintendo was known for their polish in their games, so that's a good thing. But like other games, I want them to bring back. I really wanted there to be like a new F-Zero or something like that, because I played F-Zero, was it GX on GameCube? Oh, I played the game for hours. That game was so hard though, but it was so fun. Like, and there's like Pokemon. I've played a few of them. I'm not like the biggest Poke fan. Is that what they're called? Poke fans? I don't know, but I'll play a few of them. They're fun. Sometimes I'll get like lost in them for like hours and sit there and just play and play and play. And sometimes I'll pick them up and then it's like, I don't feel like playing it. It's just, whatever. I am also a fan of like a lot of, Sony games. Like I do like Uncharted. Uncharted 4 looks going to be awesome. I've beaten 1, 2, and 3. I like The Last of Us. Now, about to start some controversies here. I didn't think The Last of Us was this big, awesome masterpiece everyone claims it to be. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't good, but that type of game and that whole post-apocalyptic, zombie-esque, survival horror type games, I don't like those too much. So that's why I don't think it was that great of a game that everyone claims it to be. I like the Jak and Daxter series. I kind of wish they'd bring that back. I don't care if Naughty Dog does it or someone else does it, but I want it to be like how they were. Like, it could be Naughty Dog. That'd be cool, but like, I mean, the other thing is like Uncharted and The Last of Us. So it would be kind of weird for them to go back to more of a cartoony game like Jak. My top 5 I did say, Ratchet and Clank. And so stuff. Oh, I like Sly Cooper. I didn't play the fourth one that came out on PS3 a few years ago. I don't know why. I just never got around to it. I might do that soon. I mean, not having a job right now, I mean, I have plenty of time. I am more of a cat person than a dog person. In fact, when I was a little kid, I had a babysitter who used to, like, let her dog, like, bite my toes. And so I had a fear of dogs for, like, most of my childhood. And I didn't get over it until only a few years ago when my sister moved back home and she had 2, like, big dogs. And then I got used to them. Now we actually have, like, a puppy now. And I like dogs, but I still like cats because they're cute. I'm really big into, like, very story-heavy things. Like, things that are very story-driven, like in video games or TV or movies or whatever. I just like thinking about where things fit in. And, like, little things that are, like, I watch, like, an episode of, like, Arrow, for example. It'll be like, and, like, one character will say something, another character will be like, oh, what does that mean? And I just want to know. And I'll sit there and, like, think about it and whatever. And it really fascinates me. And I like to come up with, like, stories of my own, kind of like me and a couple friends of mine who have been slowly working on this like really confusing time travel-y science fiction story thing for a few years now. That's actually where I got the name Zestrin. That's a little tidbit for you. And I also like, like with Kingdom Hearts, for example, the story is so convoluted, it doesn't make any sense unless you know what everything is. Like you you do need to play all the games. You do need to like look into things. You do need to like watch videos or stuff like that to actually fully understand what's going on in there. And that's what I like. I don't like when it's just spelled out for you. It's like, yep, this happened because this guy did that, and that's why. And it's just like, well, that doesn't make well, it does make sense, but it's like just boring. I like stories where it's like, well, what does this mean? Why is he doing that? Who is this person? Like, it's very confusing things that makes you think. That's what I like about stories. So those are just some random things about me. Just thought you guys might like to know. Is there any other things you want to know? You can ask in the comments, or you can, tweet at me, or I think I might make an Ask FM or something like that. You can always do that. Just let me know, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.